Well, hello there guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the actual channel itself. Weather's been absolutely terrible for the last wee while, so apologies for not getting out as much as I'd actually like. And even today, I'm only going to be out for a wee while. There's heavy rain this morning and heavy rain this afternoon, so I've got a sort of couple hours window just now that I want to come out and try and do a wee bit of a project, or start a wee bit of a project itself. But I was away actually in the van last night. I've got a van that I've converted into a camper van. So I was away last night, so I've not even had any breakfast yet, so I might have some food as well, hopefully. Depends on the actual weather itself. So I'm just trying to actually keep the actual camera dry. It's still raining at the moment, but hopefully it's going to stay reasonably okay just for the next wee bit. So I'll show you what the project actually is just now. So this is what I'm needing to work on. This is my sawing horse. Now this is actually one of the first things I actually built, and I absolutely love it. And the amount of use I've actually had with this thing's been amazing. So a lot of the stuff I've actually built has all just been with this. Now basically what I'm wanting to actually try and do is just make a much more substantial one. So this is actually all sort of put together and tied. So basically what I'm wanting to do is actually have a much more sort of sturdy one, and also put pegs in it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now today, just with the weather, it may very well be a case of me actually gathering all the resources today, but maybe not actually starting the actual build itself. But this is the rest of the camp. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and as you'll be able to see, I've actually now got the Pioneer chair out at this actual camp as well. So it's just lovely, just actually be able to sort of sit and chill. And then, as I said, got the gate I built, and then the gravity fence. And then that was one of the sort of first chairs I actually built. So one of the things I've been sort of thinking about trying to do as well is like a hazel hurdle fence, just to sort of finalise the actual thing. So again, it's basically a case of I've got more or less fencing all the way around, but just there's a little bit there that I wouldn't mind actually putting a wee bit on. So going to try and have a wee look for some hazel. Every time I go out in the actual vehicle or the van or camping or anything at all, I'm always looking around just to try and see if there's anything floating about. So again, it would be really nice to actually get it sort of more or less completely enclosed. But what I'm going to do just now, I'm going to head off up into the woods and actually try and see if I can actually get the resources for the actual sawing horse. Now, if you've watched my video of the camping trip from last week, you would have known that there was a bit of an issue with wild campers and the sort of mess they'd actually made. So one of the things that they'd actually left behind was actually one of the guy lines for their tarp or tent or whatever it was. So I thought I could actually use it, so I've taken it away. So again, try to turn a frown upside down. So basically what I'm wanting to try and do is, obviously when I'm going up into the woods just now, I need to sort of know exactly the measurements I need. So all I'm really going to do is actually just measure that using the actual string itself, but then actually just slide that along just so that it actually meets up with the measurements itself. So when I go into the actual woods just now, I know I need that length for the actual main parts for the actual sawing horse. Right, okay, so there's a wee crook in the actual bit of wood there, so I'm just going to take this bit here. Now, I've managed to find this bit, and I think I'll actually manage to get one of the complete frames out of this. So we'll start just there. I reckon this might actually work as a support as well, the actual leather piece. So I'll come back and actually cut up that bit as well later. So measure that out. Well, I have to say that's been a wee bit of a struggle. Half the time I've been sort of sitting there checking out the actual footage, and there's raindrops just all over the actual screen again. So it stopped for a wee while just now. So as I said, I haven't had any breakfast, so I'm going to crack on and get some lunch in me just now, just before the sort of real heavy stuff arrives in a wee bit. So absolutely starving, looking forward to it. A wee bit of bacon and Lorne sausage. So we'll get the fire on just now. I'll tell you, this is well earned. Like I said, didn't have any breakfast this morning, just got straight into the because I'd sort of stayed away. Just wanted to get here as soon as possible so I could try and get some dry weather. So just got up straight away and just came here without actually any breakfast. So much needed, much needed. So that's the rain actually just starting. Unfortunately I can start just feeling the sort of spitting and everything. So what I'm going to do is just finish this off and then sort of see what the weather's actually doing. See if I'll manage to get any more done on the actual soaring horse. And we'll see how we go. See you in a bit. Well, I'm going to call it a day there because I know for a fact that if I actually end up sitting out here and starting drilling and cutting and everything as well, I end up won't stopping even if the rain actually does come. So I'm going to head home just now, but thoroughly enjoyable trip, really nice time. I'm really looking forward to actually getting the actual soaring horse done. Now what I'm going to do with the old soaring horse is out at the actual content camp, there's not really that much in the way of deadfall wood, so I'm actually going to take this out there to actually use as a soaring horse. There's sort of bigger stuff that I can actually take, but there's not much in the way of sort of that normal things that I'll actually build with, etc. So we're going to take the soaring horse out there and build a new one actually on site here. So really looking forward to it. So thanks a lot for watching. As I said, I do seem to be chasing the rain, or the rain seems to be chasing me over the last wee while. Unfortunately, I only get one day off a week, and every single time I look at my actual day off, rain. Even the forecast for next week, rain. So it is what it is. If we only ever played on sunny days in Scotland, we wouldn't get much time to actually play at all. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.